Sigma.
Oh, look at that. Are you farting, Gord? Somebody's gonna have to teach these cringe creatures. Goodbye, $50. Angry. All right, everybody. Hello, little creature. Don't mind if I do. Precious as ever. Welcome back to the Urban Rescue Branch. In the last video, I was filming this capybara mukbang for our other channel. And it sure is a lovely night out here at the Urban Rescue Ranch. And it's almost impossible not to be nocturnal this time of year in Texas because it's 98 degrees in May. For the first time in a long time, Patrick's gonna be walking around the property. Tons of toads. Toads everywhere in here. Literally like 20 toads. And these ones are mating. I think the toads don't like hanging out at the pond because garbanzo beans has just been attacking them all. Well. But Patrick is being real nice and sweet to me. And it looks like the pigs haven't really tried to eat the frogs yet, which is kind of neat. But look at this. There's so many toads. And now the first 3 raccoons we got this year are now older and about ready to go back to the wild. All right, everybody. It's time to move these guys out to the larger enclosure. Look at this little guy sitting up here. Precious little poppies. Welcome to Possum Kingdom, little one. All right, everybody. These are our blue jays. This little guy's being a little cringe. We also have some blue jays in there that are babies. So now both of these blue jays live here where there's tons of food. And just for good measure, I'm gonna pour, oh, big rig driving by. 4 a.m., there's a big rig driving by. But I'm just gonna pour all this on the ground for them, right in full view of them. They're watching me. And I'm moving all these cringe clappy bappies back here so they don't eat any of that dang bird seed. I just moved this mama chicken in here so that all of these little baby chickens and this pigeon will be safe. There's a possum in here too. How about I just keep this possum? This is the one that I found in the wild. Clearly a foe and not a friend from that look. Hello, little creature. Oh, he's too small even to eat these boys, but not too small for me to worry about. Oh, this guy definitely would bite. Oh yeah, he would bite for sure. That's the thing, you guys. Some wild possums are just like this, and some of them are just like, hello, would you like to pick me up? This little guy's like, I would like to break your finger bone. One this size actually would do that. I saw it happen to April at All Things Wild. It was pretty gnarly. I don't want this guy in here with my chickens. And this is not new Poppy. I can tell just from looking at it. Hey, pipe down up there. I just realized that I pulled an all-nighter doing this. So this is where the rooster sleeps at night. He likes that cedar tree. This I Am Chimani sleeps up here. All the chickens have their own little roosting areas. I wouldn't mind getting some peacocks here, but nobody ever gives them to me. And this is what the pigs do. They made all of this hay over here. They basically just made their own little nest. They took the hay from in there and then they moved it out here. And this is their adorable little nest that they made. But I am concerned about these little guys destroying the sprinkler system, which I know they will eventually do. They also will dig that up and destroy that. All right, everybody. I've been working all night on this. I haven't slept all night, but I just had the best idea. Now that I've moved Patrick into the back, it makes 0 sense for me to have these little creatures in here where it's nasty. Follow me, children, follow me. Just kidding, but I'm gonna go ahead and move these guys to the 100-foot flight pen because technically you do legally need a 100-foot flight pen to rehab a vulture. But the majority of rehabbers do not care about that rule because there's so many vultures out there that need to be rehabbed. And most rehabs don't have the budget. Now I'm holding 2 filthy vultures against my bare chest. But look at that, you guys. I went ahead and fenced in that little sprinkler. That way the pigs don't destroy it. That was the only reason why I didn't want the pigs to be in here. And although pigs root things up and are very destructive, it's very important for the long-term health of the ground. But as you guys can see, this is the perfect place to raise these baby vultures. Hey, stop it. Stop fighting. Now these guys will be able to hang out in here and I can drop off dead things and not have to worry about the smell. So I can raise these guys the way a vulture should be raised. And the mom will just drop off dead stuff. I'm talking like a whole dead rabbit. The mom will just fly in and just be like, here you go, and then leave. These little guys are designed to be able to pick things apart even at a young age. Vulture mothers would find a man-made structure like this, an old cow trailer or some kind of abandoned house, and when they learn how to fly, they'll automatically have this whole place to fly around. And this is a 200-foot flight pen, which is way more than what they need. And the only problem with this is that we have to walk all the way back here to go ahead and feed them. Now I don't have to worry about the pigs digging this up and destroying it. And now Patrick has this whole place all to himself, and the pigs are basically enrichment for him. And I wanted to have one enclosure just to show everyone what the invasive species of Texas look like. Also, Kevin still tries to attack me every day. Nothing's new there. But I took this fencing down because we just don't need it anymore. The pond is filtering itself. Also, all this vegetation helps as well. In fact, I might even pick some vegetation from this pond and put it in here. But these little ducks that are wild that we're rehabbing are honestly about ready to be released. I could just let them live here. Eventually they'll fly away and then they'll come back every year when they migrate. But I could also just take them downtown where they used to be. And this sprinkler keeps things kind of green back here. All right, everybody, it's 7 a.m. now. I'm gonna go ahead and get these eggs off of this boy. And I'm gonna go ahead and candle these eggs because I don't want this boy to be sitting on rotten eggs anymore. That's where all these flies are coming from. But what a beautiful, dedicated father this little man has been. Oh, look at that. Yeah, see, one of those eggs just exploded and got rotten. Unless you're living in a really dry climate, it's not the best decision to have these guys hatch their own eggs. And we learned our lesson. But some of these might be developing. So I'm gonna go ahead and collect them all. And we don't need this man sitting on there collecting maggots anymore. And just like the blue jays that have already flown off now, I'm gonna go ahead and release these guys here. These little guys are free to come and go whenever they want. Okay, there you go. But these guys are now officially old enough to where I don't really need to feed them anymore. And they should be able to get a good head start with a soft release here. Look at this precious boy. And I'm sure they'll hang out here for a little bit and I'll put a little bit of food out for them. But then it's right back to the wild. All right, everybody. I took a nap and now it is 1 p.m. I'm posting a video that I was gonna post yesterday, but it kept getting demonetized, I think because I jokingly made the title Cloning Big Ounce, and apparently cloning is illegal in a lot of countries. I did not know that. Kind of cringe. But we are going to pick up a hawk right now from the Texas Parks and Wildlife Office. But this is our cute little Texas Parks and Wildlife Office here in Waco. It's a lot smaller than most of the other ones in Texas, but it does right by us. There's a little guy. The wind ruined the audio, but this is a young red-tailed hawk from a high school. Doesn't look too damaged or injured. This is chicken heart and chicken breast soaked in Pedialyte with a little bit of calcium. Somebody's angry. All right, everybody, I just put him in here. This is, in fact, a red-tailed hawk. There's no point in feeding this guy with tongs because he is an adult, or at least an older juvenile, but he has all of this with this fresh, nice water. But all right, everybody, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I just realized that I still had the shop going since December, and I did not know. So I am refunding all this money to you guys because I love you and I appreciate you. And for me to not do that is thievery. But I'm sorry for keeping your money so long, you guys. I just have been doing so much that I did not know. All my YouTuber friends are like, bro, you gotta get on merch right now. I want you guys to know I love you, I appreciate you, and I'm actually losing money on this. I'm the only YouTuber that actually loses money with the merch. And this is exactly why I don't do it. And I got like 100 more of these to do, but the craziest thing is none of you guys actually did chargeback. The majority of y'all that did do charge, and you all should have done chargebacks, I feel horrible. But some of y'all should have done it and didn't. Goodbye, $65. Goodbye, $50 that I didn't know I stole until now. But like I said, you guys, I'm not some big TikTok drop shipping guru. I honestly just made that whole website as a way to fundraise for the rescue. But I'm realizing now the taxes are a nightmare and it's way more problems than it's worth. And I don't want to go with bunker branding or anything cringe. Those boys rob you dry. They take 40%. And at least these Chinese companies give us good margin. And I don't even know what type of currency this is, but I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for not doing a chargeback. What even is that currency? Now I have to walk all the way back here to feed these vultures. But it looks like these guys are really enjoying hanging out in here. And I got some fresh new food for Patrick that's better for him. And I did finally find a good home for those two baby feral hogs that aren't really babies anymore. They're getting old. I caught these two snoozing on each other in the corner. They were just laying on each other. It was so cute. But these boys are now happy and their tummies are full. So I'm going to go ahead and leave them alone so they don't imprint on me. But it looks like they love their little home in here. And it's very safe from predators. But these little guys are going to be very happy at my friend's homestead in North Texas. But oh, look at my babies. Also, look at all the farts that he's making. Are you farting, Gort? Dang, group farting really do be starting at 9 p.m. Hey, and I might just not invite you to the next group farting unless you leave a like. Where are all the other cappies at? But I might have to lock the cappies away so they don't destroy all the water in here. But look at the gar and these little tilapia. They look so happy. And that right there is a beautiful fish. Nasty water isn't even draining. The nice thing about this though is that there's a lot of frogs that live in here, and that's great for these guys to be able to hunt. So somebody's gonna have to teach these cringe creatures how to hunt. But now I'm gonna go ahead and start leaving food on a plate for these guys because they don't need me to hand feed them. And this little guy will eat a thawed chick whole, but this guy has to take it to the back and rip it up. They're two very different owls. But I'll go ahead and let these guys figure it out from here. But all right, everybody, day 8,000 of having this cringe Beabo, who I just adore completely. Look at this little tail. Just imagine having a little tail like that. Look at the little scales on it. Beavo finishing the milk for today. And then she says, no, I don't want it. And she said, no, don't take it away. Oh, but Beavo also has all of this. And I need to clean the poop out of there. They say they only poop in the water, but that ain't true at all. all. I'm also giving a little bit of protein Greek yogurt to this precious little groundhog. I'm officially weaning this boy, and he's just sitting in his food here. All right, everybody, and then whenever this little creature is nice and dry, I just put him right back in his little cradle. Take a look at this, come on. It's real nice. He loves the corn stalks, and mothers will do this in the wild. In fact, I actually read a blog. Farmers were complaining about how corn stalks were getting taken. As it turns out, beaver mothers will specifically go and grab corn stalks from fields to give to their babies. But this precious little fella has his little contact comfort. All this fresh corn, a little bit of mash, got an apple, a sweet potato, and this is how I leave him at night. And I go ahead and I close this up. And you can't even tell there's a beaver in here. Why is this fella doing this?
What the Sigma?
This man just attacked my son, Boo Boo. Boy, oh boy, did he mess up. Don't worry, Boo Boo. I'm not going to let that happen to you ever again. I told you guys, I don't play around here. If you attack my son, Boo Boo, you get knocked out cold. But that's it for now, you guys. Thanks so much for watching this little video. This is my dog, Boo Boo. Oh, there he goes. And you'll get to find out about him in the next video. But I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next... Oh, I almost forgot to tell you.